Rob and Slim Show.
Hey there, Rob. It's DJ.
Hey, Mistress DJ from Niteflirt.com. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Rob. How about yourself?
Good. Slim's here too. He's just really drunk.
I've
Mr.
been drinking
DJ.
a lot, DJ. Hi, DJ. DJ.
Hi, Slim.
He can barely say DJ.
Yeah, no.
He can barely say 2 letters right now. That's where we're
I made
at.
the mistake of like just having a cup of ramen noodle all day, and then drinking a lot.
Oh, man.
Oh, goddamn. But, Mr. DJ, you are a dominatrix, correct?
I am a dominatrix, yes.
And yeah, we've talked to Ryder Doll from Niteflirt. We've also talked to Sarah from Niteflirt, and I think Sarah does the dom thing a little more. And Ryder does the financial dom sometimes. Is that part of it?
Yeah, she does financial dom, and she also does, I think, kind of GFE stuff. She's a little softer to the guys than I am. No, I don't do financial domination. I just like to control and manipulate and sometimes destroy lives.
Oh, wow.
Cool. What's your number? I need my life destroyed.
I was gonna say, do you want me to send you Slim's number, or we gotta get Slim's destroyed? Oh, but how for COVID? I feel like it's the perfect profession. You're already socially distanced.
It is. I have done real-time doming. I have another house in Oregon, and I was doing pro-doming, but obviously with COVID and whatnot, you can't. Plus, I'm in California now to take care of my dad. So, But what we do on Niteflirt, absolutely perfect for COVID situations.
Has business picked up with it?
You know what? The guys are lonely. They're locked up too. They can't get out and go to strip clubs or any of that stuff, so they call us.
I know Ryder, since it started, her calls have gone way up. As soon as she logs on, she's instantly getting calls, and they're like hours.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
What did you say you were doing? A little bit of pro-doming? Is that what you called it?
Doming. I have a dungeon. It's not anything fancy. It's just my basement, but I have a lot of equipment, and so I did in-person domination. So the things that people talk about on the phone, I do in real life.
What is there like a most requested thing in Dominatrix? Do you have to kind of feel the guy out to know what he's into, or is it just whatever you want goes?
No, I mean, I do kind of control the situation, but usually what I do is I ask the guy, give me 3 things that you're into or want to explore. I mean, you have everything from wanting to get flogged to CBT to, being denied. I mean, you name it, they come up with it. So I usually have them pick 3 things, and then from that, I select one of them, and then that's what we do.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How does that play into the phone thing? Like, you tell them what to do, or?
Well, yeah. So same thing. Is there anything you're interested in learning about or discussing, or one of those things where maybe they're married and their wife isn't into kink at all, so they might want to do something like tie up their testicles and masturbate while their testicles are tied up with weights hanging from them, or something like that. You never know what the guys are going to come up with.
That doesn't seem like you're involved in any way, though. Like, yeah, you just jerk off while you got weights tied to your balls.
I just tell them what to do. See, that's the thing, though. You guys just grab it and yank away. I like to give them a little more attention to detail and make it feel extra good. So.
Yeah. Is there anything important for a guy to know when he's addressing a dom, like how to address you, or is there a certain thing they should do?
Now, I'm old guard, so I'm a bit of a stickler for, they call them honorifics, and that's yes, ma'am, and making sure names are capitalized, titles are capitalized. But really, I'm pretty easygoing on the phone. It's, as long as you're not calling me hey, babe, or, hey, cookie, or some sort of a nickname like that. If it's ma'am, mistress, or even just DJ is fine, but I don't want something, cutesy like honey or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. And have you ever had a caller that just, like you said, like just along those lines, like just not get the whole situation?
Sure, and I try to correct them multiple times, and usually I tend to give people too many tries probably, and then I get to where, okay, that's it, I'm going to block them. But usually what that is they're just calling the wrong kind of person.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, maybe they do want a GFE. So it's like, I got Ryder. There's other people that I can send them to that would fit them better because I'm not the one for them.
That's cool,
okay,
too.
That's
cool when you have that kind of a network with other girls. Like, I'll send you to this one.
And that's why I love, keeping in touch with some of my peers because then I can be like, oh, you're into that. Okay, she's good at that. Let me send you to her. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What you do a podcast too, right, DJ?
All I do is I put up my MP3s. I do a little bit of talking on it, but it's just to give a sample of what I do for recorded audios or customs and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they pay for the customs, it's going to be even wilder than the podcast.
Right. Well, then they can request what they like, and then I'm addressing them directly. It's not just some, for the masses kind of a recording that's directed at them.
Yeah, because I listened to the Halloween episode, and it's not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not. It's not
Definitely.
No.
Definitely say that.
So do you stick to being the dom, or if somebody said, "Hey, I want you to be submissive in this," would you do that?
No.
Yeah,
Slim.
no, I just can't do that.
You just can't.
It's one of those things that's not in my repertoire. When I'm with my partner, I'd say we're probably about equal in power, but no, submission is not my ball of yarn.
When did you figure that out? Even in life, was it way before you did?
Oh, well, I'm an alpha female of an alpha female. My mom was a badass. My grandma was a badass, and it's just one of those things where we don't. I don't know. I guess we don't bow down or submit to anyone or anything. So I come from a long line of it. But, yeah.
Nice. And how long have you been on Niteflirt?
I've been on Niteflirt since 2006.
Wow.
I've been a pro dom for 20 years now.
Cool. Is Niteflirt one of the better places to do phone sex on?
I think it's the best. Everybody always accuses me of being a Niteflirt cheerleader, but they're reputable. They've been around a really long time. They're good about making sure we get our pay. They usually take our side when there's any kind of dispute. I really like working there.
That's cool.
There's no limit to what you can do, the amount of money you can make. There's a few terms of service you can't break and talk about certain things. But other than that, it's kind of anything goes. So I really like it.
As far as competition goes, is there anybody else that has been around as long as you guys?
Not that I know of. There's probably somebody jumping up and down right now saying, "What about so and so?" But I can't think of any. No, there's been some that have come and gone. I think we all got hit by a couple of those that just disappeared in the middle of the night kind of thing. But Niteflirt has been solid, and before they were Niteflirt, it was a keen thing, and there was psychics on one side and flirting on the other. So it goes way back.
They got rid of their psychics, though.
Yeah, the psychics ain't bringing the money in.
Psychics are gone now? Okay. They were there up until about a year ago. So,
wow.
Oh, they might still be there then. I was just saying.
Yeah, we don't want psychics.
Well, we branched off, and then it became, Niteflirt was just the phone sex part. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know Ryder has mentioned I think she tried one other place once, and she just said it was just not the greatest, and she went to Niteflirt and she loved it there.
Yeah. Other places take a higher percentage of our money, and they have a lot more rules, and the system works well. But when your calls are coming in, you can see who's calling. I mean, it's just there's a whole bunch of bonuses and pluses on the pro side when it comes to Niteflirt. So, yeah.
Cool. I saw too. You write horror.
I do write horror. That's one of those things where I'm doing Nano. A lot of people are doing NaNoWriMo, where you write a novel in a month. And I'm a huge Stephen King fan. I would basically cut off my left arm to meet the man. But I do write horror. It's one of those things where I keep my worlds separate, so I'm not going to tell you my pen name.
That's what I was going to. Yeah,
I
was wondering, is there Mistress DJ on Amazon?
There is, but not in the way you're thinking. Okay. So it's probably something where I did a collaboration with somebody, and it's kink.
So it's not.
Mistress DJ does not write horror.
Is it? So it's not sexual horror in any way.
It's not sexual horror. No.
Okay,
horror.
That's a good question. Cool. Oh, yeah, that's amazing. How long have you been doing that for?
Writing? Oh my gosh, probably about 20 years. Most of it's just for pleasure. I've taken writing classes online just to, improve my skills. And it's just something I enjoy doing. I really love reading horror and getting scared, so I like to do that to other people.
What's one of your favorite Stephen King books or movies?
Anything where something you would never think was going to happen happens. There's one where he got in a fight with a laundry folding machine, and I'll never forget the line. It said his arm snapped, and it sounded like a pencil breaking, and I was like, oh.
Oh my God. I always say, I brought it up a couple times on the show, and I read the book. Oh my God, what was it? Oh my God, which one was it? Gerald's Game.
Okay.
Gerald's Game is good.
It's just one of my favorites.
That's King horror.
Yes. He definitely crossed that.
I read the entirety of it, and it is nothing like any of the adaptations, even like the newest one. Like, tried harder to hit it, but still not close. No. But just like a weird scene that sticks out, and that was the kid that got shoved into a refrigerator, was it, and then killed by bees?
No, it's not even close. They never do his books any justice.
The bee refrigerator?
The bee refrigerator was only in the book, not in the adaptations.
Like, where's the fridge? Where's the bees? Yeah.
Right. Oh, I saw too, DJ, a couple times I've seen your tweets, and you're a Star Wars fan, correct?
Huge Star Wars fan, yes.
So cool.
May the Force be with you.
Yes, we interviewed a few weeks ago Michael McCormick. Michael McCormick is a puppeteer. He worked on Empire Strikes Back. I wanted to ask
Return of the Jedi.
Oh, Return of the Jedi.
So exciting.
But,
he did. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Rob, but he did the monkey that was like Jabba the Hutt's pet,
like the
little
monkey.
Yeah. Nice.
I was going to ask you, what is your favorite of the Star Wars movies?
Oh gosh, that's not fair. Probably Revenge of the Sith or The Force Awakens. I'm a dark fighter, so anytime they're really shiny, I might even say Rogue One. I might go off on a limb.
That was mine. Mine is Rogue One. Just even though it's a side movie.
I love the Death Star. I love Vader when he does prime. So probably Rogue One. Yeah.
I really loved the last one too. When which one was that?
Not the Last Jedi, but the one before. Oh, was it
Last
Jedi?
Yes, it was the Rise of Skywalker.
You like that one?
Was that the last one where they showed this
Skywalker?
Yeah, where they showed the Death Star, and it was like they had to go back there for something. Like, it was really cool, really cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
So good.
Except for now, there's no Supreme Leader. So.
What do we do now? Where are we going now? Or is there gonna be a Jabba movie? What's next?
I don't know. I love the some of the video games like the KOTOR. I don't know if you guys had ever looked into any of those or played those, but Knights of the Old Republic.
Knights of the Republic, yeah.
Amazing story and a lot of content. Like, I think they should explore that more with films, like the Darth Raven.
The comics have a lot of content too that gets left out. Yeah.
What about The Mandalorian? I've not seen that yet.
I have not either. Disney gets enough money for me, so I haven't shelled out the money for Disney Plus. But I've heard great things about it.
Yeah,
I'm tired of them calling the little one Baby Yoda, because it's not Yoda. It's not right in the timeline for
it. It makes me mad. I don't like the baby. I'm not a fan of the Baby Yoda.
This is what I could tell you guys is I watched the pilot episode of The Mandalorian, and I was like, this is fucking amazing. And then I just didn't watch any more of it, but that pilot episode, really fucking cool.
Okay.
That's all I got. Yeah.
Sounds about slim. There
was a cool interaction with the Mandalorian and an assassin droid, which was fucking amazing.
The other thing I gotta say about that is I work in retail and I do online orders, and I had to pick the Mandalorian's Darksaber, and the thing is obnoxious. The thing makes awful noises, and it just is. I'm not a fan of the toy. That's all I know.
No. No.
I'm kind of sick of Baby Yoda
and the Baby Yoda
merch as well.
All over the place.
Yeah, Baby Yoda merch is off the chains. They have Baby Yoda everything. Yeah.
I wish we could have baby stuff. Why can't we have Baby Robin Slim?
You right?
Baby Mistress DJ.
Baby Mistress DJ. We'd all just sit here and crack jokes and throw things at each other or something. Yeah. So what were you drinking on, Slim, that got you so affected?
Yeah, so I've been mixing I'm a cocktail guy. I'm into mixology. I've been doing it for about a year now, and I've tonight have been mixing myself something called a Calvados cocktail. Calvados is a apple brandy. I believe it's like a French brandy. But so the Calvados cocktail that I've been mixing has been 1.5 ounce Calvados, 1 ounce Contre U, which is like a fancy triple sec, and I'm sorry, something like 3/4 ounce Contre U, and an ounce of fresh orange juice, which I squeezed oranges before the show into a little bottle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
I feel
It's
like
delicious.
he's primed for the dominating, right, DJ?
Got just enough in him, huh?
This is a good cocktail. That's all I know.
Yeah, that was funny when Rob was talking to me about coming on and talking to you guys. He says, "I'm not really into that, but Slim might be."
No. So
That's
I
how I like
let
the girlfriend
me.
experience. I like the homewrecker.
Weirdly enough, and I don't know if I've ever admitted this to Rob, but I like to be kind of the one like barking the orders and being the dominator in a relationship. I like to choke a chick once in a while.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
that's.
okay.
I like a girl
Christian,
who
you're
tells.
gonna go 50 Shades.
Yeah, I like a girl who tells me I like it when you're bossy.
Okay, wow.
That's
surprising.
That's
from
my
the
thing.
Slim.
Wow.
I don't like to be dominated by a woman.
Oh, that's too bad.
That
No,
is.
it's
That
not
really
my
is
thing.
too bad.
It's weird. It feels weird.
Yeah, some guys it's their thing. Some guys it's not. So.
As being, you mentioned before, DJ, pro dominatrix, like, did you have callers that, like, wanted to take it to the next level?
No, so I started doing that when I was in college. I went to college up in Reno, and there was a interesting ad in the paper, and it said, wanted articulate, intelligent women for a high-paying job. Give me a call. And so I called without thinking. Now, you got to remember, prostitution is legal in Nevada, so it could have been for prostitution, but it wasn't. But I was like, after the fact, I thought about it. So I met this lady. She told me what domination and what her dungeon was all about. She was getting ready to retire. And I was like, you get paid to do that? Like, she's telling me she ties guys up and spanks them and does all these things. I'm like, okay. So, she bought me coffee and we talked some more. And then next thing I know, I'm shadowing her at her dungeon. And long story short, I took over half her client list and another gal took over the other half. And I've been doming ever since. Now, when I'm in Oregon, I just go to local munches and that's how they find me. It's not callers. No.
Wow.
Not callers. Because the callers that call are, I'm going to say, sometimes they get a little over-enthused about meeting us and being with us and things like that. Right. And they get a little stocky sometimes.
Yeah, I guess. I was wondering. I was wondering if they did.
I mean, I'm sure a writer could tell you that, too. That
Yes.
we get some creepies sometimes. So, yeah, you couldn't really do that. So,
I always feel like, too, it's like a fine line. Like, do I block this guy or do I not? Like,
right, because you got to think about.
Some of it, obviously, especially with GFE, I mean, it's a fantasy. You're his partner. You're his whatever, and at what point do you that's enough?
Well, what about controls though? Like, is there enough to where that guy couldn't find out anything about you, or like how does it go as far as what you reveal?
You mean online?
Right, or online,
or
when you're on the phone, or.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the phone, I can be anybody. I can tell you, I'm from Texas, and you wouldn't have any clue if I'm telling you the truth or if I'm not. There's lots of different things you can do. You can pick other towns. I give people a region area, Pacific Coast, California. California is a big state. If you can find me, you're Inspector Gadget, But other than that, it's like you can, on the phone, I think, most of us share about half of who we really are, but you have to protect your location and things like that.
Yeah. I was going to ask, too, as far as dominatrix goes, do you ever have requests like either hot wax play or knife play, anything like that?
In person, yes, hot wax, knife. I don't do any bloodletting or any blood play. I don't do any bodily fluids for that matter, or breast play. And then even like electrical stimulation, guys over 40 are out. No, if you're under 40, I'll do it. But if you're over 40, no.
Why is that?
Because an old guy is already excited because he's in my dungeon, and then I'm going to put electricity to his heart. He's going to have a heart attack in my dungeon. I don't want to kill some old guy.
What is that? What is electricity?
Yeah.
So there's like E-stim. You guys have seen like TENS units and stuff that athletes use. Bruce Lee used it, stuff like that. It stimulates the muscle and makes it, contract and things like that.
Yes.
Well, there's sexual TENS units as well that have everything from a probe that goes into your urethra to nipple clamps to clamps for your balls. You electrify everything.
In the urethra, though, no. Nothing.
Yeah. And you can even actually have a full-out orgasm without being erect at all with E-stimulation. Yeah.
Wow. Slim's good.
Well, the guys that get it say it feels like a hand job from the inside, and I don't have a cock, so
that sounds terrible. I don't want a hand job from the inside.
A hand job from the inside.
I don't want you jerking my intestines.
I figured like the nipples. Yeah, I never figured like up in there. No.
It can go on your balls. It can go. I mean, there's even anal probes that can be electrified too.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah. That might be all right.
So I mean, the stuff there's people. Wax play is pretty popular.
Yeah.
And, that burns momentarily. I don't know if you've ever got candle wax on you. It's not that bad. It's temporarily painful, and then you pull the wax off, and you're fine.
What about like heels? Does that come into it? Stilettos.
Stilettos. A lot of guys like fetish clothing. I'm not very much a fetish dresser. I'm more like the girl next door. I'm going to be wearing jeans and cowboy boots and stuff like that. Or, yoga clothes, things like in movies will be in. But there's a lot of guys that like the stilettos or want to be trampled and stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow. It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
It is a whole new world. If you can even imagine it, they've probably asked for it at some point. So.
Is there anything that you won't do as a dom?
Well, I mean, again, we have terms of service on Niteflirt, like no kids, no animals, can't pee on anybody, can't poop on anybody, even on the phone. There's certain things we can't do.
Pee's all right. I don't know.
A lot of golden showers is very popular, but it's not okay with Niteflirt policy. So, I mean, in person, I've done that, that kind of stuff. But anything I won't do, Roman showers are pretty horrid. I wouldn't do that.
What's that?
What is that?
Puke.
Oh no!
Yeah. You puke on somebody.
No.
And then, of course, red showers is nasty.
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
I don't even want to go there.
Golden is about as maybe it gets.
So those are pretty bad. And then other than that, I don't do a lot of like medical play or breath play, things like that. Anything that could cause you a permanent scar or permanent harm.
Did you say breath play?
Breath play.
What is that?
It can be everything from just causing you to hold your breath or like a light choke, stuff like that, to, I mean, some people go all the way out and put plastic bags over their head and seal it. So,
I remember years ago, I used to listen to a radio show called Ron and Fez, and they had this item called a sucky bed. And one of their guys on the show volunteered to get into the sucky bed, and it was like latex, like...
the vacuum bag.
Yes!
Yeah, that's very popular. But see, there's a breathing tube that they put in there so you can breathe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like scuba. You get vacuumed into this bag, and you're all in rubber and latex. And I mean, I guess that's pretty thrilling because then whoever's on the outside can manipulate you or, tweak nipples or play with your cock or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, you have to have an air hose for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of stuff out there.
There is a lot of stuff out there. Yeah.
Oh, DJ, thank you so much for talking to us. It's been a blast.
Oh, you're welcome. It's been a lot of fun, and sorry I missed the drinking.
Oh, you didn't miss it. Or you can always go back and re-listen to the drinking. Slim got there at the beginning of the show, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Been along for the whole ride then.
Yeah. He's a rough one. But where can everybody find you, DJ?
What was that?
Where can everybody find you?
Oh, you can find me on Niteflirt at niteflirt.com/mistress+DJ, or you can find me on my website, www.mistressdj.com, and that has links to all of my offerings.
Awesome. And on Twitter, I had trouble tagging you. So
yeah, I see that. You tagged my backup one. I got banned there for a little bit. But yeah, Mistress_DJ is my everyday use one. And you can feel free to hit me up there. DMs are always open.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, DJ. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
It's been a lot of fun.
Have a good night, DJ.
Okay. You too. Bye.
Take care.